Hey everybody, this is Dan Woike with the Los Angeles Times, the national basketball writer. We're going to be here at Eataly today with Danilo Gallinari, Clippers star forward, maybe the best Italian basketball player of all time. We're going to talk to him about where he grew up, his dad being a farmer. We're going to talk to him about all sorts of great food and how the Clippers are maybe the most surprising team in the NBA this season.
This is my favorite cheese right here, gorgonzola. This, you call it blue cheese in the States, but not my family, another family that was in a farm used to make this. And they still make it, and it is one of the best one in the region. Okay. So it's very good. I love this cheese in the pasta.
Really?
Yeah.
I always think of it more in America. It's like always on like steaks and stuff like that.
No,
you don't see it as much.
This one in the pasta is good.
I heard you're a big gnocchi fan.
I am. This is my favorite pasta.
Is gnocchi?
When I want my mom, as soon as I get back home, she cooks something. She cooks gnocchi with that cheese.
You grew up on a farm, right?
Yeah.
How big of a farm?
It's pretty big. In our area is one of the biggest one. When I was a little kid, especially when my dad was a young kid, they were doing everything from any kind of food with the cheese and milk and animals too. So it was chicken and pigs and cows and. So it was a little bit of everything. The best part about Italy is that we have 20 different regions, and every region has their own food, their own dialect, their own costumes and stuff. So that's the best part.
Yeah. Expectations for this team weren't wildly high. Playoff trips aren't guaranteed in this league, right? It's those chances are precious, and you guys were in a good position, and you traded a good player, and Tobias Harris. At first, are you angry at all?
Not really, because after 11 years, I'm used to it. I know that every year anything can happen. This is just part of the business, the crazy NBA business, and it's something that we as players cannot control. And so if it happens, it happens. You just got to be focused on your job. The next day, you go to the gym, you got to put your work in and be ready to win the next game.
That's one of those things in this league, people talk a lot about, you need to have stars, you gotta have stars. Do you think and I mean, you guys have great players, but the fact that you guys have 10, 11 guys, can that be an advantage, do you think, postseason-wise?
I think it can. Hopefully it's going to be. Of course, you have to have great players, but we do have great players in this team. I don't know, if you need an all-star or anything, but you need the chemistry to go in the postseason for sure.
We have two cheeses. We have some Parmigiano Reggiano, Red Cow, or Vacca Rosa, and then we have some Calcagno. So this comes from the island of Sardinia, and this comes from the region of Emilia-Romagna. When
you go home, you eat like this, or you eat?
Yeah, that's the best way to eat food right here.
What's it been like with Doc this season? He's a guy that obviously has been at this a long time.
The way that he approaches the game, the way that he studies the game, the way that he preaches and teaches the game to the players is amazing. And the most important thing about Doc is that he's very direct and straightforward. He's going to tell you what he needs, and when you don't do it, he's going to tell you that you're not doing it.
There's one thing I think is so interesting about European athletes is the food in Europe is so good, and there's so much of it. I mean, how do you stay athlete ready when, especially in the summer?
I mean, we work out too, so we eat and work out.
That's it. There's not much time for much else.
But the fact that the quality of the food is very good, the way that the food is prepared and the way the food comes from is all natural. There are no OMGs or modified hormones, that kind of stuff. So it's all natural. And that's the secret behind the diet, the Mediterranean diet that we have. So,
what's your favorite childhood meal?
Pasta. So any kind of pasta that my mom cooks with any sauce that she cooks, and she changes sauce every time. So. That's my go-to.
When a player gets hurt sometimes in the NBA, you kind of fall out of the consciousness. Do you think this year you've reminded people I can do this and I'm pretty good at it?
Maybe. Honestly, it's something that I did it. I do it for myself and for the team. As you know, I don't really listen or follow the media or what the people say. But if they forgot about me, I mean, they either stupid or they have memory problems.